Hello, how you doing? Hi, hi. How are you doing actually? So welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for all the love on the first one. It was good for a first for someone who's starting, and yeah, thank you. So today's video is going to be about answering your questions and dilemmas. So I know the last video was long, but if you watched the whole of it, I said that on my Instagram page, I ran a segment called Dilemma Thursday, where I gave an anonymous, I put up a link where people can anonymously ask me, questions, so that us, like me and my followers, can answer you. Like, it's basically we answer you as a community, and we can able to, talk about our experiences and relate or learn. That's the whole point of Dilemma Thursday. And when I first put it, I was a bit nervous at first, but eventually I was able to, like, I saw that people are responding well to it. It wasn't like creepy like I see in other people's NGL links. But this one was like, because my page is all about like lifestyle, wellness, emotional intelligence, and all of that, I feel like people understood the assignment. Yeah. So today we are going to, I usually answer them on stories. So like I put it up, I put the question up, I answer them, and then my followers can send me their DM opinions, their opinions on DM, or just give the opinion in the next Dilemma Thursday. So like you say like, oh, on that question about, or on that topic about, here's what I think, because some people just want to be anonymous but still want to participate. So today I'm going to be going deeper into some of the dilemmas that I feel like need to really be debunked and unpacked. So we're going to like start, going to start this. I don't want to call it a series because there's a thing with me and series, like really get swamped, and it takes away the fun out of things. So we're just going to be doing some videos here and there where we unpack some dilemmas that people are having or are going through. So we're going to start with the first one. So I got this one a while back, and the question or dilemma is, I like a guy who I would not conventionally go for. He's shorter than me and small. I'm a big girl, but he is so nice and has really interesting conversations. Most importantly, he has EQ, so that's emotional intelligence. He's shown interest. What should I do? So I can't remember what I said because I posted this in July. I pictured something, you know, wise. So the thing with this whole, you know, relationship thing and picking a partner, I feel like people really struggle and end up going wrong when it comes to these things, because the criteria, people, number one, nowadays people are like more lonely and more desperate to get into relationships because of like pressures and whatever. It's rarely comes from a place of like purity. It's only something that pushes you into a relationship, and whoever is just available at the right time is who most of us end up with. So I feel like you need to know what your priorities are. You need to understand like what are you looking for, and for you to know that, you need to understand who you are from the beginning. It starts from there, so you can know like who you're compatible with, who, what are you looking for, what are your values, what are you not willing to compromise, what are you okay compromising, what does your future relationship look like. You need to answer those questions first before you look for someone. Yeah. So I personally, now let's get to me personally. I believe who a person is inside is more important than how they look outside. But how they look outside plays a key role, because that makes a difference between if this person is your friend or your partner. Because there needs to be some attraction. Literally, you can't, just because someone is nice and they're compatible with you, as long as you're not attracted to them physically, I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how that's gonna work. There needs to be some like level of physical attraction. So this person needs to have values that align with yours. By values, I mean like, I did some. Is this person uh kind? Do they have integrity? Things that you hold dear to yourself. Are they a family person? Like, what do they hold dear to themselves? Like, you need to know what you're looking for in a person, and then they should be like an attractive face attached to that. Basically. And never compromise. Never compromise. It's okay to have standards, and if your standards seem impossible, I feel like it's fine. I feel like the moment people, especially like women, compromise on their standards is when things start going wrong. Because rarely will you see a man compromising their standards. If they want someone with like, I don't know, a small waist, a small waist, they're not gonna stop at nothing to get that. Truly. If they want someone who can be a mom to their kids, they're not. So you need to like also have the same thing for yourself, because why not? Why not? You also want the best. You're going to live with this person possibly forever, and why not give yourself the best? There's always someone out there for you. And never think that your standards are impossible. We are 7 billion in this world. 7 billion. So I'm pretty sure, as long as you're not, looking for an alien, you're gonna find someone. Yeah. Just remain true to yourself. Know yourself and know your priorities. Basically, that's it. Summarize all I've said into that. Next dilemma. This person says, hi, so I'm in this study group in uni where we have to do some projects and assignments together to earn marks. But the people in the group are not taking the work seriously. What do I do? If you've been through uni, one of your sorry. If you've been through uni, one of your biggest nightmares is group work. Personally, I dislike group work with literally everything in me. And if there's one thing I'm glad to have left behind, it's group work. Because like, you guys don't have the same vision. You get like, some people don't care about their grades. Some people just don't have the time or don't want to make the time. Like, each one of you is literally at their own headspace, and you're now forced to come here and congregate and come up with something, an assignment that's worth your grade. So, anyway, with that said, number one, if you're going to do group works in uni, you're nobody's friend. Stop befriending your friends or even just your classmates. Like, I usually hear, okay, let me tell you what I do. So I used to be like, okay, we're in a group together. Bam, we've been given the assignment. First day, I usually like taking charge, or if someone takes charge, I'm like, they are giving my opinions, basically like somewhere in the control, just to keep up the communication. Basically, I don't have to be the group leader. I just want to be like the one communicating, like, hey, when are you doing this? What is this? When is this being done? When are we meeting? All of that. And then the first day we're given the work, I like divide it or ask someone to divide it. So now each one of us has our role. We go do 2 days before the assignment is being picked. I'm like, hey, you guys, Kwani, like, have you like finished your parts? What? 1 day too. Stop joking with anyone.
And you go over there and you joke and you laugh. This is serious to these girls. You come in here and you treat this like a joke. You
say, if you're not done by this work by midnight, I'm submitting it and I'm not putting your name in it.
Clock it. You waited till we left. Clock it.
Yeah. And don't put their name. And nobody's keeper in uni. These are grown-ups. You see the same seriousness you have with your work. They have the capacity to. Like, don't befriend anyone. And because I don't want to lose marks, I will do their part, because like, that's the price I have to pay for picking, for working with these people in uni. But then if I'll do your part, you're not doing the assignment. I don't care if you hate me. I have more reasons to dislike you, honestly, if you are being honest. And it's not because I didn't remind you or anything. You just decided. And another thing to look out for is people who do like just the most shodiest work ever. So like, you've been told, do an article on this. They copy pasted it directly as it is from a random website or ChatGPT. It still has the like, let me know if I should generate something for you sentence at the end. And you're doing this group work together. I need you to put in some more effort, generate whatever, but you need to edit it. I'm not gonna do that for you. And so you need to like stand your ground. Stand your ground.
I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this.
You don't owe anyone anything. You don't owe anyone anything, let alone your time and your energy. If you don't want to do your work, I bet you're also not in. You're not doing the work at all. At all. You're not there to be anyone's slave. You don't owe anyone your friendship. You don't owe anyone your niceness. Be fierce. Take your life in control. I feel like that's the best thing to do, honestly, because there's no other way. People are always gonna try to take advantage of your time or whatever, and you need to kanyaga. Next dilemma. So this dilemma says, I feel stuck and it's taking a toll on my mental health. Watching everyone's life move forward in terms of relationships, careers, and reaching goals, and it's like I'm not moving. Maybe I'm not as lucky. So I feel like we can all relate to that. Like, we've all felt stuck and they call it a rut. You're just, nothing is going on for you. You're not even present. You just feel like you're a participant in your life. Your life is moving and you're just like there. You're not present. And the worst part is like when you're in that rut and then you're like watching people, graduate, reach their goals, buy a car, get married, get kids, like move on with their lives, and you're just in a rut. It can now add to the feeling stuckness, because like you're just like, okay, so it like disables you more. This is what I feel. That can easily take a toll on your mental health, and the best way to get through a rut is leave it. Like, when you're in a rut, I feel like that's a sign that your body is or your life is telling you to take a break. So take time to just lie down, chill. And I'm not saying use your phone, because I feel like when you're in that rut, gadgets are your worst enemy, especially social media. Avoid it. Just lay in bed the whole day. By the time you're getting up, it's gonna be better. Just avoid using your phone. Literally, I feel like that's all I can say, because even that's where you'll see all these things. So first of all, remove the phone. You can even take like a 2-day detox from your phone and like look at life, because I feel like as humans, we've made ourselves feel like we've made our lives feel like nothing unless we're like out there, like we're like shining, we are winning, we are succeeding, we have careers, and if someone doesn't have all of that, they're just like, you're failed as a human being, you failed as a person. Really? Are we serious? People need to go out and touch grass. Can you find some grass where you live? Can you start from there? Go out and touch grass. Like, the achievement for human beings is to exist. And that's why I feel like when we are born, we're just born bare with nothing. Otherwise, you could be born and you're given a starter pack, like a house, car, and all of that. But you're just born as you are, meaning the truest human form of being is to just exist. It's just exist. So I feel like you should just take some time to withdraw from all of that pressure and just take each day at a time. In fact, take each hour at a time. Like, let's say the goal for the next hour is to have a glass of water and to make it through the next hour. Like that, slowly withdraw and slowly start coming back to I'm not saying careers, cars, wealth, all of that is bad, but like it's not the main goal of life. The main goal of life is joy, peaceful living and existing. And all of that, not all of that is found in the speeds of life. By speeds of life, I mean careers. You know, the glitz and glamour of life that we are all working for. So I feel like, yeah, that's the answer for that question. If you're feeling stuck or you're feeling bad that you're seeing everybody else progress, remember that's not the goal of life. And everybody has their own lane. Everybody has their own lane, literally. You have your own lane. You have this person has their own lane, this person has their own lane. And even if it looks like everybody else, all your peers in all their lanes are ahead of you, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a race. It's not a race. And I'll tell you it's not a race because some people succeed at 70, some people succeed at 50, 40, some people succeed at 12, and people succeed at 20. Like, Billie Eilish is literally my age mate. So sasa, okay, I could choose to be depressed every day and see, my life is not like hers, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. So it's literally the same thing. You can't compare lanes. Each of us are in a different lane. So take it slow. You're doing your best. Everybody is doing their best. If your best is to just wake up, go to the toilet, have a meal, go back to sleep on that day, that's your best you could do on that day. If you have 30% and you give 30%, that's your best. If you have 10% and you give 10%, that's your best. If you have 100%, give that 100%. Give every day your best. Yeah, that's all. That's all for that one. Yeah. And then also take care of your mental health. Now that they mentioned mental health, mental health is not a thing that's over there. I just, okay, as a person who consumes, social media like you, everybody else, mental health can just feel like mental health, or it's this big thing that's, and it doesn't feel like, it's like over there. It can't happen to me. It's like when people like get this, like as a person, like when people get into really bad incidents, I just feel like, wow, I feel really bad for them. It doesn't feel like it could happen here or it involves me. It doesn't feel that way. But the truth is, things like mental health can have, like diseases or, illnesses can happen to anyone at any time, especially now because we are all exposing ourselves to like the dangers. For example, if you if you live in a place that has swampy water, are you gonna be shocked if you end up with typhoid? You're not, because you're like exposed to contaminated water. It's the same thing. We are constantly getting exposed to dangers to our mental health every day. Social media, extreme working conditions, like lack of nature. And then when we hear people suffering from mental health, we don't see it like as a thing that could happen to us as well. It could. And that's why we need to build a foundation that could protect us or can help us survive these illnesses like depression, anxiety, and all of that. So I might do a video on that, on how to like protect yourself, like again, the waterborne thing. You could wear gumboots, you could treat the water, there's small ways that you can do to prevent or to avoid mental health diseases that we can apply. So I'm going to make a video on that as well. So let's get the last dilemma. This is incredibly fun. I'm loving YouTube. This is the last dilemma I'm doing for now. Yes, thank you for watching. If you're still here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell button for the next, so you can be alerted for the next video. So yeah, thank you for being here so far. So here's the next dilemma. I'm really struggling maintaining some really deep and important friendships over time. I really love said friends. What can I do to keep them? Now, if you don't wait, I did a whole friendships um what series on my blog. So it's a 4-part series where I talk about, adult friendships, like what does a friend mean to you, how to make friends, all of that. So like you should go check that out. I'll leave the link in the description. So the first thing, how to maintain deep friendships. So whatever, can you start with what does deep friendships mean? Because if you're going with my definition, it means like friends who you guys at some point spend some really close time together, or spend a lot of time together, and you got to know a lot about each other, and now you can count on each other for like a lot of things, if that's what it means. And if you're struggling to maintain deep friendships, I think, okay, I'm going to use a lot of assumption on this one because I really need a lot of context. But by struggling, do you mean like you now not seeing each other a lot or not communicating as often? Because if that's what I would assume is a struggling friendship. And I feel like we need to like stop. Okay, there are two sides of this coin, so allow me to share my opinion. So we need to stop really taking like things so seriously. Like, can we allow ourselves to transition into seasons like without feeling like I'm losing this or I'm gaining this? Like, for example, I'm done. I finished uni last year December. So that means that right now I'm in a transition period. I'm not gonna see my friends from uni as often, and I feel like that's okay. Like, it doesn't mean what we had was nothing. Kwani our friendship depends on how the future. What about what we had? Like, can I still call you? Can I still do this? Is it a relationship? So like we feel like as friends, we need to allow each other to live. Like if I could get a new job, I could move abroad. Like I need to know that our friendships can still be like that. Like you need to allow yourself to live through a season, and then like once that season is over or whatever, or it's for life, like you can find a way to live with that new transition state. Like if when one of my friends get married now and like they live in Nakuru, so we are going to, yes, our friendship is gonna struggle for a bit, it's gonna take a hit, but we'll find a way to like survive. Humans adapt all the time. Like it's one of our like key features that differentiates us from like animals. Or does it? No, even animals adapt. Like we can adapt our friendship, we can change it. Now I do understand that some friendships cannot survive change, and to me, if your friendship cannot survive change, then that was not a deep friendship to begin with. It was good and it lasted. It does not invalidate your experience in that friendship, but it just means like it wasn't deep enough. It wasn't deeply rooted. You get, it's like a tree. Like if you cut off a small bush, it's most likely gonna just shrivel and die. But if you cut off like a really grown tree, it's gonna find a way to grow back. So same thing. If your friendship was not as deep, it's gonna just die out, and it doesn't have to mean like that's a bad thing. You can meet new people every day. Like you need to open yourself up and be very fluid with life, because life has funny ways of like breaking down rigidity. If you're promised of one thing, it's change. If you're promised of one thing, is change and death. Those are inevitable. So you need to also be prepared. Change could happen anytime, and whether it's about it or not, I don't feel like that's a bad thing. So if you're going through change, if your friendship was deep, accept the change, welcome it, go through the rocky season, and you'll emerge on the other side. So my phone storage is capiche. So anyway, before it ends again, I was saying, yeah, if your friendship survives or not, that's not up. Don't take it as anything negative. Look at it from a positive point of view, and it's like, if your friendship does not survive, it was a long ago, it was good and it lasted, it was a good experience, and it's time to like move on. If it does survive, then learn to adapt with it, grow with it, love the friendship in its new form now. Yeah, so that's all. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, put the notification bell on, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Very soon. Tomorrow. Could be, perhaps. So yeah, thank you for being here, and see you next time.